Well, thanks for joining us, Lewis. I suspect you've played in better games of football than that.
Yeah, definitely. It was a real test. Obviously, they just tried turning us every chance they got. We've been speaking about it all week, so we kind of knew it was coming, but maybe not to the extent it happened today. I was saying the wind always makes it difficult, especially when teams are just putting the ball in behind. But I think we battled well, especially second half. We needed a reaction from the first because the first wasn't good enough. And I think we battled on well.
Lucky probably to be level at half time.
Yeah, definitely. They had the two chances that hit the bar. I think set pieces wise we defended fairly well to say they were a threat in the box. But we still need to be tighter and stop them chances from happening. It
was a weird game because they didn't really have clear-cut chances, didn't really test your goalkeeper, but certainly they had a lot of the pressure in that first half and the territory, if not possession.
Like I said before, they were looking to turn us every opportunity they got. And like I said, it did make it difficult for us. I think probably we had the better chances. But again, it was one of those games where you knew it was only going to be one goal that would win it because the quality wasn't quite there. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get it.
Ivan Toney with a header. Issa somehow hit the bar. He'd just been speaking to him. He said a defender just got a touch on it. Sums up, I guess, his run of form at the moment. The chance at the end. What did you make of it? I know Ivan Toney was appealing for a penalty, but it would have looked soft on the replays.
I think it's one of them. It can go either way. Obviously, Ivan in those situations, he normally tucks them away. So it might be. I think he maybe should have had a penalty, but it's ifs and buts. You can't go on those decisions. We've got to be better. And I'm sure we'll put it right next week.
What's missing at the moment?
Goals. It's not just the strikers, it's been an ongoing thing. Maybe the service has dried up a little bit. We've not given them the chances, and when we have had chances we've not put them away. I think get back to scoring goals. I think we've defended fairly well, minus the Rotherham game where I don't know what happened that day. But yeah, I think we need to be more creative in the final third because we're getting in the right areas. It's just getting the ball in the right place and putting it in the back of the net.
It must be so frustrating. I know it probably is for fans watching on when you see a team who were like you were so early in the season, and for Peterborough United fans, I mean, obviously you were here last season in sixth at this point, and then it just sort of tailed away, and Posh fans feel like that happens every year.
Yeah, but we've got a strong group in there. We've seen the two new signers. We've got Brownie and Tails today. I thought they were both brilliant. They've added to the squad that we've already got, and I think the main thing is now we've got to stick together. We've had a tough run of the last few games, but I think as soon as we get another win, we can build on that and get a run going again.
It must be so frustrating from fans think it's frustrating for them within the camp as well when you know what you can be and you're not living up to that.
Yeah, I think obviously start of the season we were scoring loads of goals, keeping clean sheets, and we've come away from that at the minute. I don't think it's through lack of trying, it's just the way games have gone for us at the minute. But like I said, if we stick together, stay as a squad, we'll be fine.
Do you think there's a chance with this that the sort of teams, obviously, as the season goes on, find out more about opposition teams and they're just finding out a bit more and people know how to play against you a bit better now?
Maybe that's the case, but again, we've got to overcome that and find different ways if people have found us out to get in behind and score more goals. It's what we work on every day in training, different patterns of play, and I think we need to get those out more on the pitch.
Yeah, so I guess up to you guys to be a bit more clever and try and find ways to break those down different ways.
Yeah, when teams know sort of what's coming, like we knew that Gillingham were going to try and turn us today, and we responded well to it. Teams are doing that against us, so it's having different plans to get in behind.
What did you make of the red card?
I think it was another soft one, but he's give the referee a decision to make, and he's made that decision, so we've got to deal with it and put things right the weekend.
I suppose that just kind of sums up what's happening at the moment, just as Frankie Kent comes back in alongside Mark Beevers now. Mark Beevers is going to be out for a game.
Yeah, we did speak before the game about as discipline. Obviously we've had a couple of red cards in the last 3 or 4 games. I think that's 3 and 4 now. It's never going to help over a season, but like I say, it's happened now. We've got to move on and crack on from there.
And with the midfield, it's very much been like that as well, hasn't it? Players in, players out. I know it was the diamond, and then it wasn't, and now it's back to the diamond again. How do you feel the middle of the park's working?
I think we've been unlucky with a couple of injuries. Obviously, Nighty's been out injured. He was a big part of what went on at the start of the season. But like I say, we've brought quality in there, and I I don't think it'll be long before that starts clicking.
Yeah, because I guess in the diamond, when you're at the base, you need those players making the runs ahead of you, but you need that work rate around you as well. It kind of relies on a lot of things falling into place.
Yeah, I think we've had the work rate all season. I don't think that can be disputed, but like I say, it's making sure everyone clicks, finding out people's strengths and where they're going to hurt teams.
I know still only 1 point off the playoffs, but down in ninth. Fans, I'm sure, will be panicking when they go home today because it feels like the same old from them. But what's the mood like within the camp?
No, everyone's still positive. Like I say, we've been on this run where things haven't quite gone right for us, but to be in the position we're in after such a bad run just shows that this league's anyone's at the minute. I think we're 8 points off the top two. We're 7 now, so that's a positive we're looking at, and we're just going to keep building on that now.
Some big games to end January. You've got Wycombe coming to London Road, Rotherham as well. I think you're away at Ipswich. You've got Oxford at home, so big game next weekend against AFC Wimbledon to get those 3 points ahead of that.
Yeah, we've just been speaking about us home form. We need to keep that going. We've been brilliant at home this season. Not many teams have come here and beat us. So yeah, if we can keep building on that and add some more goals to the away fixture as well, I think we'll be right up there.
And you feel if you get that win, it's almost that breaking through that ceiling that you need to do.
Yeah, and I think once we do get it, we can start building some momentum towards the end